back. It's 7 months, 8 months later. I feel like I haven't posted a video in 3 years. Sorry about that. But man, this project has been way more than I expected. And this video is gonna show you the clips that I did take. I wish I would have taken more, but from learning how to TIG weld, learning how to fabricate bars, learning how to set up a rear end, put a rear end in a jig, weld it together so it doesn't warp, building the best engine I've built so far. I mean, there was just one problem after another. Transmission ended up screwing up, I had to pull that back out. I'm gonna show you guys all that I have in this video. It's gonna be a little bit longer one, but it's the best I got. So 7 months of building a 4-second streetcar, and here we go. I hope you guys enjoy. All right, here's the deal. That thing, the rear, the suspension, the front of the suspension is unreal. It's not completely done, but once we get this in there in the transmission, that's when it will be completely done, and we're getting dangerously close. We're gonna put this engine together today. So I got all these pistons cleaned up. I got all the rings gapped, other than one because I gapped them way too big. Typical fashion, I gotta mess something up at least, right? So we're gonna get those rings put on, get all those pistons in, 7 pistons in today, and then tomorrow get the last one in. We'll almost be ready to throw this engine back in by the end of the weekend. So here we go. All right, so here's the deal. I got 4 pistons in, but I gotta take 4 pistons back out because turns out these King bearings, which I have never used before, have an upper and a lower bearing. I was just throwing them things in wherever. So I guess I should have looked at the part number before now, but at least I figured it out now. So I'm gonna take these 4 pistons out and check. That one was right, but I know they're not all right. So I'm gonna fix that problem, pull the pistons back out, put them back in again with the right bearings, and then we'll get the rest of the other 4 put in and start putting the rest of this thing together. It's 4 steps forward and then 10 steps back is usually how this goes, and that's adding up to what's going on here. All right, so 4 pistons back in right bearings now. Now we're gonna throw the correct bearings on the rest of these 4, throw these MFers in, and then the rotating assembly will, well, be almost done. I guess the cam, heads, rockers, you know the deal. So throw some bearings in, grease them the right way. Living us the good life. Ooh, woman, let me. Ooh, woman, let me. Oh, Molly, we've been walking on sunshine. Oh, Molly, we've been over the moon. Oh, Molly, ain't we living us the good life? Ooh, woman, let me love on you. Oh, yeah. All right, the joys of building an engine. Well, these heads going together have been a pain in the ass because you have to space the springs compressed height. Turns out that height is 1.78 inches for that cam and those springs, that combination. So I had to get a bunch of spacers, space that up, the right spring locators. It's been a mess. That's what the clip that you guys just seen. I got one head put together, so I'm gonna clean this thing up, put one head on, so then I can put my lifters in first, which I got Johnson slow leak down 22, 21, 26, reduced travel, yeah, tie the oil, you know what I mean. So really good lifters. Get that head on, measure that push rod, that's the goal tonight. Well, 2 years ago when I was just 20 years old, well, let me tell you what happened to me. I had a girl who I truly loved, yeah, we were happy as we could be. We had a house, a picket fence, we had a tire hanging from a tree. Everything was just as good as gold until till I caught the.
All right, so heads are on, lifters are in. It's been a mess and a half trying to get push rod length for this engine because everything's different. Heads are different, the lifters are different, the rockers are a different ratio. But finally got the push rod lengths and they're here. So I'm gonna throw these in there and then this thing is ready to go back in the car. The engine bay is pretty much ready. I'm gonna put this in, the transmission in, and then we gotta finish getting powder coat on the rear end, which I'm gonna show you guys here pretty soon. And then this thing is pretty damn close to firing up. Building a 4-second race car is driving me mentally insane because there is so much to do and very little time before racing season is here. But I have made a ton of progress since I last took a video. The chassis brackets welded in, well tacked in there on both sides. The rear end brackets are just laying there because I'm trying to muck everything up. But we got a problem, and the problem is I can't adjust these bars to the right angle that I need because I missed a crucial dimension that Tin Soldier Race Cars calls out, which is that lower chassis bar, the one down there with the hoop in it, needs to be 4.5 to 5 inches off the ground to the bottom of the bar. So by taking the dimensions that I have right now, I'm pretty sure I'm like 8 inches. So that's terrible. The sheet that I was looking at, this one right here, well, I forgot that there is a dimension right here to that chassis bar that goes down on the ground that says that. And I was looking at this sheet the whole time and completely forgot about that dimension, so now I have to pay for the price for it and cut the lower bar out. So anyway, as good as this looks freaking awesome. Looks like I'm actually making progress for once, but now I've taken 3 steps forward and like 7 steps back. So we're gonna cut that lower bar out, and then I had this upper bar tacked in, and I'm gonna have to cut the tacks off the cage there because this is gonna move down to like probably right in here, this area. So hopefully those copes go back to the cage in a good manner. Otherwise, I'll be making new bars for that too. I'm gonna get to cutting again. I'm gonna use the, it doesn't matter, but we'll move that bottom chassis bar to the underneath side of that frame that's welded to the side of right now. And that'll get us a lot closer.
Bring it back to me, baby. Bring it back to me, baby. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back to me. Oh. Bring it back to me, baby. Bring it back to me, baby. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back to me.
Well, this thing is ready to go for a drive, at least was ready to go for a drive. But as you can see, I am draining the transmission fluid because I started this thing up to pull it out of the garage, and that transmission cooler line is, the threads are stripped out in the transmission case. So, pulling the transmission back out, and we're gonna risk ruining my transmission because I'm gonna try to tap it, and hopefully I don't get any metal shavings in the transmission. I know what you guys are thinking. You are a dumbass. You're right. But we're gonna see what happens.
Time when you almost miss me. Give me back my t-shirt. Give me back my jeans. Give you back your hand when you give me back my ring. So give me.
What did you just say?
So you haven't made any other videos on this.
You gotta make it English, balls.
I said you haven't made any other videos on
Yeah,
this.
I know. I've been a crappy YouTuber, but we are putting the rear end in for the last time. Look at all these bars, brackets. The hole is now patched. There's a anti-roll bar up there. Transmission's in. Rear end's in. New coilovers are in. They are bolted to that. The new coilovers. These are the Big Gun X coilovers. We're gonna put this thing in there the last time. Put some oil in the transmission.
Daylight.
Don't worry about the hole. And we're gonna take this thing for a drive either today or tomorrow. But that's gonna be all in this video. So let's get to putting this together.
Bring it back bring it back to me, baby. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back to me. Oh, give me back my whiskey. Forget about the time when you almost missed me. Give me back my t-shirt, give me back my jeans. Give you back your hand when you give me back my ring. So give me back my whiskey. Forget about the time when you almost missed me. Give me back my t-shirt, give me back my jeans. Give you back your hand when you give me back my ring. So give me back my ring.
Guys, she is back together finally. It's only been like 7-8 months at this point. That project was planning on being about 4 months, 5 months maybe. Took way longer than expected, but man, did it turn out good. We got a lot of work to do with this car in a short amount of time because we got a race coming up at the end of this month, which is August. And I am heavily outgunned still. Same thing where we left off last year, but we've got the suspension and the engine and everything to really keep up with these guys and really give them a run for their money. But like I said, we got a lot of work to do in the meantime. So the point that I'm making this clip right now, we have already been in the track twice. We've already broke it once, but that is gonna be for upcoming videos. I'm gonna start posting them every week again. Throughout this build process, it has drained me. It has taken a lot of time, but it is back together, and I couldn't be more excited to get this thing back on the road and head into the track again. With that being said, I know I've been promising you guys some merch, so as you guys can see, this hat right here, I got hats made finally. They are the Richardson 112. I actually have a website made finally, and we got some shirts. Here's what the back of the shirt looks like. The logo is gonna stay the same, but I am making this American flag like the whole shirt so on the website, you're gonna see what they look like with the whole back of the shirt. And then the front just has this little logo on the front, which I think turned out awesome. Rev Too Late Racing with a little piston next to it. I think that's sweet. So they are the dry blend 50/50, so they're super comfortable. They don't shrink that much when you wash them. They actually shrink to like the perfect size. I always wear a large shirt, and it shrunk to the exact perfect size that I wanted. So I'm really particular on how my shirts fit, and I wanted to make sure you guys enjoy wearing them. A bunch of my buddies have gotten some. The hats and everything, they fit really good, so I think you guys will be really happy with them. I'm gonna come out with some long sleeve and sweatshirts when it starts getting colder, but for now, we just got t-shirts and these hats, and I'm gonna get some stickers made so you guys can buy those to help fund this thing so we can really give those guys a run for their money. I really want to be competitive by the end of this summer. So like I said, we got a lot of work to do. I appreciate you guys watching. I know you guys, a lot of you guys have been asking where the hell I've been. Well, I've been doing things. I promise this thing is better than it ever has been by far. The heads, the rear end, the suspension on the front. We got AFCOs all the way around. The control arms from TRZ in the front. It turned out way better than what I expected. That floor in the back was an absolute pain to do. That was the worst job ever, but it is here, it is running, it is ready to go. So we got a lot of work to do. We're gonna make it happen. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient. We got videos coming for you. I already got, along with this video, I've got 3 other videos already made. I just need to edit and get posted. So they're coming at you, I promise. But we got some upgrades still to do. I'm already figured out that I'm out of fuel system, which I knew that was coming. But it's just part of having a race car. Thanks for watching, guys. Come back next week to see what we tear up. See you later, guys.